Good morning. Good morning, sugar. Yes, come here. Come here. What do you want? This little guy. 3 walks already. It is 7:47 a.m. and he's still giving me a hard time. He's been fed. He's had treats. Dude, let me make my video, okay? Please? Please? God. Oh, man. Good morning. So I am currently dog sitting for my friend right now, 9 days. It is day 6 and it has been really such a nice week. So much so that, honey, I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. So much so that I've been very resistant of the thought of even going back out on the road. Because I've just been happy here. I've felt happy, healthy, content. Like my mental and physical health have been so good in the past couple weeks. I mean, even before I started dog sitting in the house, the week prior, I did a social media detox for 7 days. I didn't look at YouTube, Instagram, anything. And that was very good for me and eye-opening for me. And I just realized that, like, I truly do not need to check YouTube as much as I had been. Yeah, I've just felt like really at peace. Not moving around, and I have like a really good 4-day weight training routine going on right now, and I know that once I hit the road again that's going to get disrupted for sure. But other than just feeling like resistant to get back on the road again, I have just been realizing that I don't really want to live in a vehicle anymore. And I know y'all are probably like, dude, you just bought the 4Runner. You've decked it out. And I'm like, yeah, I would have bought that 4Runner if I was living in a house. Like that, I love that 4Runner, no matter if I'm living in it or not. So like, that really doesn't have anything to do with it. It's like, yeah, I did. I partly bought it to, convert it into a camper, but I also bought it because I just needed a new vehicle, like straight up. So, and I love the way I've converted it. Like I will keep it like that no matter, I mean, I might not keep it like that for 10 years, but I'm going to keep it like that for a while because I really do love like taking it on camping trips and just having that as my camper vehicle. I'm just talking more like living in a vehicle full time. I'm really realizing now after living in a house for a week that I struggle with things when I live in a vehicle. I struggle with routine. I struggle with consistency. I struggle with just like basic, simple things that I don't struggle with living in a house. One of the most obvious that has been for me in the past week that I've been like, whoa, I actually am really good at this, but I'm not good at it when I'm living in a vehicle. And maybe that's just a personal problem, or I know that not everyone is like me. Some people can be very good at this living in a vehicle, but I struggle with waking up and getting moving when I'm living in a vehicle. And I have never struggled with this living outside of a vehicle, ever. I've always been an early riser, and I've just never like laid around in bed and wasted time in the morning. But I do that living in a vehicle so much. And after being here, living in the house, I have not lived in a house in over 7 years. So this is why this is like so new and interesting to me. But I've noticed here that I wake up in the morning and roll around for a few minutes, and then I'm just ready to get out of bed. And I get out of bed, walk downstairs. I leave my phone downstairs when I'm sleeping too, because that's how I've always been. Like when I lived in an apartment in the past, I keep my phone away from my bedroom. You can't really do that living in a 4Runner or a vehicle. Your phone is always within arm's reach. So that's not good. But yeah, when I'm here, I walk downstairs, and every morning I don't know what time it is because there's no clock in the bedroom. And I look at the clock on the stove, and it's been like 6:15 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. And I don't even feel that tired. Like I'm well rested, and I'm ready to like start my day. And I'm like, it's been like today is day 6. It's been like that every single day. Today actually it was 6 a.m. when I walked down. I'm like, I grab a glass of water, sit on the couch, drink my water, and then by the time I'm done drinking my water, the dog has woken up, comes downstairs. I walk the dog, then I feed the dog, then I make my little breakfast, and it's still not even 8 a.m. right now, and I feel like I've done. I mean, I haven't done a ton of things, but I would still be laying in bed doing nothing in the Forerunner. So yeah, that's been very eye-opening to me. I also just other habits. I mean, I washing my face and stuff like that. Like that does not happen often when I'm living in a vehicle. It's maybe a couple times a week, once a week, maybe. And then as far as like going to the gym and working out regularly, that doesn't always happen. And I realized like I still could do all these things living in a vehicle. It's just harder for me personally. And I realize it's just not hard for me when I have like an open living space. Like so yeah, I'm just really realizing that my mental and physical health is a lot better when I'm living in a house or just not in a vehicle. So, and it's like when I moved into the Corolla a year ago, I didn't move into it thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to love this. That's not what was going through my head. I moved into it because I wanted to travel freely and because I just couldn't afford to keep my apartment as well. It's not like I loved the apartment I was at, loved it. But I mean, I had to make a choice. Do I want to get out of this apartment, move into my car and go travel around the US and try to grow a YouTube channel? Or do I want to not do any of that and stay in the apartment? And like, I really wanted to go travel at that point. So my reasons for moving into a vehicle were to have much cheaper monthly expenses, which that is still a great benefit of it. Like, yes, I love that benefit. It's one of the best benefits. And also not being tied down to one specific place is really nice as well. So yeah, there's definitely benefits to living in a vehicle. But yeah, I was supposed to be on the road right now. A few weeks ago, I met up with my friend for coffee, and at the end of our coffee date or whatever, he kind of like just like gently told me, like, he was like, yeah, I'm still trying to find someone to watch my dog when I go to Hawaii. And I was like, huh. I was like, I can watch your dog. It's fine. Like I've already postponed leaving Virginia so many times. I can postpone it a little bit more. So I agreed to watch his dog. And the crazy thing is, my plans for the road trip have entirely changed since then, as of just yesterday. So the first day that I moved into this house to watch the dog, I made a list of different tasks for me to accomplish every single day. And these are different tasks that I have been procrastinating for months. Months. Stuff on the computer, work stuff. And I finally got all of it done, and that felt so nice. But my big task for yesterday was to just like plan my trip, my 19 states trip. Obviously, I'm not going to plan an entire 19 states trip, but I just kind of want to gently like plan the route into like maybe pick out a few places I wanted to visit, because I typically like do those things as I go, find the places that I want to visit while I'm on the road. But I knew that I was feeling resistant to the trip and finishing the 50 states, even though I want to. I want to so bad, but then there's the other half of me that was like, I don't want to leave. Like, I don't want to leave Virginia. I'm comfortable here. I'm happy here. I feel just like healthy right now. And I know that like the first part of my 50 states trip, I my mental and physical health suffered a lot on that trip. So I think that's why I've been so reluctant to start again. But after yesterday, a lot of talking to myself and what I wanted, and just trying to figure out a way to make this trip enjoyable for me. And just like, I had to really like dig deep into my heart and soul yesterday, because I kept asking myself, like, Gina, why don't you can't go on this trip if you don't even want to do it. Like, you have to figure out a way to enjoy it, or don't go at all, one or the other. So I figured out a way to enjoy it. It's bizarre, because this particular way of travel is not something I had thought about in the past couple months. It didn't even cross my mind. But once the idea came to me, I was like, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's it. That is how I'm going to feel better about the trip I'm going on, how I'm going to enjoy it, be excited about it. And I'm not going to share with you right now the new kind of plan, because it doesn't matter that much. Well, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, but it's not going to affect you guys that much, because you're still going to get YouTube content from all the 19 states I'm still going on the trip. It's mainly like just the way I'm going to be doing the route and the travel. And I'm not going to announce that, because I just don't want to, like, hundreds of opinions and comments coming at me, because I feel confident with the decision I've chosen, and I am going to stick to it, even if it is a little crazy. It's a little crazy. So I'm going to wait for maybe at least till I'm like halfway on the journey to let you guys know like what is actually going on. But as of yesterday, my entire route and plan has changed. Wild. Just this little like detour to watch my friend's dog has changed the next few months of my life. I think I'm just really realizing that my new goal here is to eventually actually have like a little home base, more than what I have now, more than the garage. Whether that be like a really another tiny house. I've loved tiny houses. If you have no idea, which you probably don't, my YouTube name, A Tiny Nomad, that was my old Instagram name, and I named it that because I was living in a tiny house at the time, A Tiny Nomad. I didn't actually name it that because I think that I'm tiny, even though I am short. I'm 5 foot tall, so I'm definitely short. But yeah, that name came from just me living in the tiny house in New Mexico. So I'm sure like actually none of y'all know that. Now you know. But yeah, I'd really love to have another small, tiny property at some point in the future. And this could be many years down the road, like 5 years. I don't know. I have no idea. But I know that that's a goal. It's not like I'm suffering living in a vehicle, because I'm definitely not, especially in the 4Runner. Like, that is just immensely more comfortable than living in the Corolla. But I just know that I have that goal now. So it's good to have goals and things to hope for and wish for and work for. So I'm excited to work for that and hopefully make it happen at some point in my 30s. I know this has been a long, chatty video, but I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to get those things off my chest before I do start part 2 of this crazy journey. And we're gonna be leaving in like 4 days. So I'm very excited. And man, started this trip almost a year ago. So if you've been with me that long, thank you so, so, so much. If you're new here, thank you so much as well. Yeah, there's just going to be a lot of food, travel, and forerunner camping in the next few months this summer. So really stoked for that. And that's about it. I will see you guys very soon for 50 State Trip Part 2.